Hey everyone, and welcome to the channel. And today on the channel I'm going to be talking about a brand new comedy drama film called Amsterdam, now in theaters. This film has been getting really bad scores on Rotten Tomatoes. Is that score actually true to the film, or is it actually over exaggerated? Find out next in my review. In the 1930s, three friends witness a murder, are framed for it, and uncover one of the most outrageous plots in American history. The film stars Christian Bale, Margaret Robbie, John David Washington, Andrea Riseborough, Anya Taylor-Joy, Chris Rock, Mike Myers, Taylor Swift, Zoe Saldana, and Robert De Niro, and many more. And the film was directed by David O. Russell, who has done films like Joy, American Hustle, Silver Linings Playbook, The Fighter, and I Heart Huckabees. Going into Amsterdam, I really didn't have any high expectations for this film. I only watched the trailer one time, and it just seemed like it would be that generic whodunit kind of film. And I have to say that I really do like the cast in here. It has a very large cast of different actors and actresses, all that have been in a lot of good films. The makeup is done really well here, and I do like the setting. It's in the 1930s, so that was done really well. But I have to say, I really hated this film. The film, it's way too long. It clocks in at 2 hours and 15 minutes. There's a really immature scene. It's a meme right now going around on Twitter involving Taylor Swift, and I won't give away the scene, but it's a very amateur scene, and I laughed during that scene. I know you weren't supposed to, but it just wasn't very believable kind of scene, and they didn't do a really good job really executing that scene. I also found that the plot for this film, it's all over the place. It's very disorganized. You're jumping from scene to scene. There's piling on with different plot lines, subplots. It's very convoluted. You don't understand what's going on. There isn't really any comedy in this film. It's marketed as a drama comedy. I didn't laugh once in this film. I really was bored in this film, and by the time we got to about the hour mark, I decided for myself that this film is probably not going to be for me. And throughout this film, I just was thinking to myself, when is this going to pick up? When are we going to get some type of actual plot and coherent plot that we can actually understand? Because there's so much different stuff going on here. There's a bunch of political crap going on. There is a bunch of war stuff going on. There's this murder mystery, which it doesn't really seem like it's that big of a focus. You'll hear them mention a little bit about someone that actually got murdered in the beginning of the film that they introduce, but really it doesn't really focus much on that. We'll get reminded in certain sequences of the film that this is a murder mystery film, a whodunit film, which is what I thought this film was actually going to be. And really, they only do this a few times, and it's like they have all this extra filler and political stuff that I didn't really care about. There's no character to really get invested in, and I thought a lot of the acting, it wasn't very natural. It almost felt like they were reading off cue cards, and there's also a lot of close-up shots in here that I really just didn't care for. And I also felt as this film just kept going on, I felt like I could be doing anything else, mowing the grass, watching another movie, going to go walk out to get my mail, something else, because this film, I was never really into the film at all. I have seen a lot of bad films this year, and I was thinking to myself, you know, some of the other bad films that I've watched and I've rated 1 or 1.5, at least with those films, I didn't feel like I just wanted to walk out or do something else, even though the film may not really be up to my liking. But this film, it was just completely boring. I just really feel like if anybody actually ever buys this film for me, I'm taking the disc and I'm going to use it to put a beer can on, because this film absolutely sucked. I think you guys should definitely skip it. It is a 1 out of 5 easily. Unfortunately, I really don't like talking so much crap about a film, but this film was absolutely boring, and I don't think it's worth a watch at all. If you must watch it, definitely stream it. Don't waste a full price tag on this, because this film, it will put you to sleep. And overall, it's just a convoluted plot that I really didn't care for. But thank you guys for hearing my thoughts on this film. And thank you guys for watching as always. And I'll see you guys on my next one.